I don't know. Feels like that's something that would happen, right? Being ramped by a ship. Alright, choose your class. She's an archer, honestly. Sagittarius. The ability to strike at the distance makes archers very flexible, hampered only by shields which deflect the arrows. Marksmen are defensive, archers that deny areas to the enemy, hunters are close-range multi-target shooters, snipers prefer to pick off single targets at a great distance. Yeah, we have to choose one of these, right? Lina, welcome in. How are you doing? How's your day? Hope you are having a great morning. Quick shot. Shoot 2 individual selected targets with minus 30% accuracy and 30% chance to miss. Deflected by shields, affects multiple targets. Ranging shots. Applies spotted to enemies. Knock an arrow and wait for an enemy to move within a 120-degree cone in front of you, then shoot that enemy. Ooh, that is amazing. But I think we're going to go for Hunter. Definitely. That's great to hear. Mine's going well as well. Thank you. Yeah, we're playing this. We just started this game today. So far it's interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna love it, but yeah. But otherwise good. Thank you. All right. Let's see where this takes us. Act 1, Asia Minor, 1st century BC. Okay.
Gentlemen, Domina, welcome to Lesbos, the pearl of the Mediterranean.
An ugly nest of pirates.
An impenetrable fortress of pirates, more like. With an infinite food supply thanks to the strength of their fleet.
We shall find a way to limit this infinite supply, then.
You think like an imperator, Gaius. All right, people. This is Lucullus's war camp, the heart of our operations in this territory. You have been seaborne for a long time now. I suggest you walk it off. See the things you have to see, and meet the people you have to meet. The consul waits in the command tent. Don't be too late if you don't want to see him angry. A word.
Shall I leave you alone, Domini?
Stay, Zoe. Your help might be necessary. You'll be tested on more occasions than you can imagine, but this is not one of those. I want to make sure we're on the same page. You're not here to fight.
Yeah, that's definitely something she would say. I'm not some delicate flower.
Your mother has sent you here to be kept safe, away from your family's enemies. To be honest, I don't think it is wise to send one's daughter to war. Actually, I think it's insane. But what I think is unimportant. My job is to protect you.
Yeah, I can protect myself, and as for how I spend my time on Lesbos, I will decide that.
Of course.
Definitely. Okay, find a talk to Lucullus. I guess that's in here. Yeah. Anything... Jeez, that's a huge ass camp. Anyone else who we can talk to? These two people. Alright. Here, can we... Is there anything to loot? Doesn't seem like it, right? Alright, let's talk to these guys first.
Domina. I am hungry and my face is wind-burned, but at least both of my feet are planted on solid ground now. Besides a good wine, a warm bath, and a thorough massage, not much. Thank you. But to save your life, of course. She firmly believes the Witelli killed your father. Sending you here was the best course of action.
Sure, if this is what it takes to bring down the Vitellius brothers. So
That
be
is
it.
a practical outlook. But be careful that you don't focus so much on your ultimate goal that you miss important lessons or experiences along the way. Dominus Lucius Licinius Lucullus was a close friend of your father's, and a supporter of your mother's efforts. He is now the closest thing you have to a father. You ought to keep this in mind.
Aren't you the closest thing I have to a father, Cineros? How was Österreich, Menschmann? Austria, human man. I'm doing fine, thank you. I'm doing good. How are you doing, Tim? How's it going for you? Österreich, Menschmann.
I would get used to my surroundings and visit the consul as soon as possible. We're here to accomplish something. Time to find out what it is.
Salwe.
You Bestia Tabat, right?
I am called Bestia Tabat indeed. You fight well. I noticed it.
Do we?
You may ask, and I may answer or not. Your name is unusual. Tabat is the name that was given to me by my father. Bestia is the name I took when I earned my freedom. I chose it because I have fought and defeated many beasts.
Nice.
I was born in Mauritania, but I am a Roman citizen. Until I undertook this voyage, I fought every single day in the arena. But wars, this will be my first. I recommend you to not die. Honor matters little. He who stands tall in the end will always be the winner.
That's a good advice. That's a good advice.
They say Lucullus has the greatest military mind in Rome. I only know he is consul and imperator, but I don't understand what that means. This is my first time seeing a senator outside of the spectator stands.
Consul means he's one of the 2 men elected to rule all of Rome this year.
Ah, like a king, but temporary.
We Romans do not like the word king. We have fought hard to build a republic for all Romans free of the tyranny of kings.
Free of the tyranny of kings? Perhaps Romans prefer other kinds of tyranny.
Down with the kitchen, welcome back. You did not like the Turks, did
You
you?
will fail again and cause the death of someone you care about. And that death will be your doing. Mark my words.
Okay, Jesus. Alright.
How long are they going to keep us here?
It's driving me crazy too.
That other legion. Bit wet behind the ears, aren't they?
Everyone starts out that way.
True enough. Soon they'll be vet.
This is not going to work, as long as the rebels keep receiving supplies by sea.
We will need to cut their supply lines. It's an operation for our occulta speculatoris. By Jupiter, you are just as beautiful as your mother.
Hold on.
This is the unique young woman I was telling you
Eat
about,
some grapes with me
Thermos.
first, okay?
Unique, you say? Look, I understand you feel indebted to her father, but...
I don't want to hear but. You must trust me on this. She will be a great asset to my speculatoris.
Like how busy the camp is. Everyone's yes, that's really nice. That like everyone is talking a bit some plauschern here and there. Yeah.
A trial by fire is what you need. Now pay attention. We've been in a deadlock here on Lesbos for some time now. My co-consul, Marcus Aurelius Cotta, is engaged against King Mithridates of Pontus in the east. Mithridates is using the pirates of Lesbos as his navy.
The fortress of Mytilene here is well protected, but it also has a weakness. There's a mountain pass we can utilize. I will lead the assault myself.
I volunteer for the vanguard. If my uncle can defeat Pontus, I can surely handle Mytilene.
So be it then. Meanwhile, you will prove yourself as a leader, my young ward. Take Caeso Quintius Acollinus, your Servus Cineros, and that gladiator who came with you on the ship. You will meet up with Julius Calidus of my legion Speculatores. Your mission is to sneak into the harbor and destroy the enemy ships any way you can. I expect you have questions.
When you walk through Kuttenberg in KCD2, everyone's chatting with someone, dogs barking, etc. You love that. Yeah, that's world building, right? That's environmental storytelling, right? And immersion, really. Like it feels a bit plain if just people just stand there and wait for you to talk to them, and otherwise they're not doing anything. Oh yeah, I get that.
You have nothing to fear from Julius Calidus. I know him well. You can trust him. That doesn't make what we're doing any less important. Mithridates has a dozen warriors for each of our legionari. Defeating Pontus will require patience and caution. Regaining control of the Aegaeum Mare is a crucial step in cutting off Mithridates' supply lines.
Last night I killed bandit leader in KCD2 with stealth, and his second in command broke down the next morning and cried over his loss. Oh no! Every decision counts. Every decision has an impact. It's like D&D.
Wait, are those your father's old weapons? I'm sure they mean a lot to you, but look, the leather is brittle. This won't do. Visit my smith Sextus and get yourself properly equipped before you go.
Leaving the area. When you're ready to leave the area, look for this icon to find an exit to the world map. Alright. First of all, we will talk to the smith though. Oh wait, we can still talk to you? And you?
Selway, my girl, do you need anything? That is unnecessary. I just wish your father could see you like this. He would have been proud. Your father was like a brother to me, and as such, you are like my own child. Not everything is a balance sheet. Some matters are just personal. We served together under Cornelius Sulla in the Social War. He was the most talented spy I've ever known.
That didn't stop him from getting himself killed.
I know. You're a natural fit for the occultist speculatores. If you're anything like your father, you'll even enjoy it. Lesbos has rebelled against Rome. We call them pirates for political reasons, when in reality these people are organized much like a navy. They are allied with Mithridates, Megas of Pontus. He's without a doubt the most dangerous enemy Rome has faced since Hannibal. Pontus is a strong nation. They have conquered Colchis, Cappadocia, and Bithynia. And these conquests have made them bold. Mithridates himself is a fascinating figure. They say he has rendered himself immune to poison. My mentor, Cornelius Sulla, defeated him some years ago when he first invaded our province of Asia. Mithridates exploits the ebb and flow of the conflict between the factions of our Senate. He strikes when Rome is divided, like a vulture circling a wounded wolf.
Alright, alright.
Solway. Interesting. I shall accept this as a compliment, but prepare to be disappointed. To the extent of my knowledge and ability, I shall try to be as helpful as I can. Indeed, staying in Rome became, shall we say, politically disadvantageous to me. That's why I left it. Like you, I've never been to Lesbos before. I did my homework, though, in case you have any questions.
Sure. Tell us about this island.
Lesbos is one of the most important islands on this sea. Some cartographers call it the Horse Island, on account of its shape.
Okay.
Location, I would guess. The island has countless coves and natural harbors for pirate ships to hide in. Not to mention the massive fortress in Mutilene.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Does it matter? For the sake of this discussion, let us say he was a traitor. In the end, we are triumphant and the pirates are dead. The Triarchus, if indeed he worked with them, now knows he picked the wrong side. In a war like this, allegiances are rarely about ideology. The common person wants nothing more than to be on the winning side, and we have shown Geminus that the winning side is ours.
True.
Fascinating, isn't it? The Legion can build a fortified camp like this almost overnight. In my opinion, that is the foundation of Rome's military might.
Yeah, fair.
Wait. Listen, you seem trustworthy. I may have need for your help on a rather sensitive matter. Your caution is well placed, but the sensitivity of the matter is rather personal in nature. I have tried pursuing a solution myself, but to no avail.
Okay.
I've been keeping a detailed account of our journey ever since we left port. Shortly after our arrival, however, the journal went missing. I believe it to be stolen by one of the Centuriones.
Okay, are you sure it was stolen?
I'm reasonably sure. The journal might be misplaced, but I find this to be improbable since I write regularly.
What made you think it was a Centurio?
I have seen a particular man walking out of my tent. As a matter of fact, I have already confronted him and he pretty much admitted his guilt.
Okay, but why would you steal your diary?
Pain comes in many forms. Physical, emotional, and let us say that some men just enjoy inflicting pain in all forms.
Why don't you simply walk up to the Centurio and retrieve your property yourself?
That I have already tried. He threatened me in a way. He said if I continue bothering him, he would read the contents of my journal publicly.
Okay. The journal includes admissions of certain actions you're not proud of.
I can stand by my decisions, and I'm proud of my actions. It's just that I don't want some donkey-headed brute reciting them in public. The Centurio is called Agrippa, I think. He hangs out with his friends near the tent over there.
If you know
I
a bit
thought
about Roman
perhaps
history,
you could convince him to
it is
hand
fun
over
to
my
hear
journal.
all of these.
Needless to say, I would like to keep the
These,
contents of the journal private. I would
names.
appreciate if you'd refrain from reading it.
I'm not sure if I refrain from reading it, honestly. Right, let's track the quest. Caesar's journal. Find and talk to Agrippa.
Saw Agrippa harassing that old Servus with the limp again.
That small-dicked bully. Did you tell the Praefectus?
We're in the middle of something, Domino.
Put these
What do you want?
foolish ambitions to rest.
One day that man is going to fall out of a watchtower.
What foolish ambitions. Welcome in, Tien. How are you doing? Good morning.
Don't joke about that kind
I
of...
believe you're in possession of someone's property, private property, and here to retrieve it.
Ah, but this is priceless. A journal written by Cotter's stupid nephew, who thinks of himself as the greatest commander history has ever seen. He drew his blade pointed defiantly at the looming horizon. Set sail, he proclaimed. We have a world to conquer. Why don't you send him back here to beg for it again?
Yeah, we need the logos. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. I don't want to pay, honestly.
I find that highly unlikely. You'll have to try something else. For this worthless drivel? Now that's a bargain. Take it.
Okay. We just lost 300 denarii for... Oh, character stats. It be sus of someone who is 90% shadow. Fair and valid. Fair and valid. Right, character stats. This screen shows the values that affect each character's performance, as well as their experience points and their personality traits. Experience is gained from completing quest objectives or erecting milestones on the world map. These are the character's combat stats. The values shown here include all bonuses from the character's skills and items. Hover over each stat to get a description of what it does. Perks and personality. The character's personality traits determine which of your words or action will cause the character to gain or lose approval for you. Perks give bonuses when assigned to certain tasks in the camp or when commanding the Legion in battle. Hedonistic. Likes partying, reveling, and having a good time. Will typically disagree with stoic characters. Skeptical. Likes it when you question or disregard the gods. Will typically disagree with superstitious characters. Honest. Values openness and truthfulness. Will typically disagree with cunning characters. Perks. A strong constitution downgrades deterioration risk of any untreated injury by 1 severity level. An agreeable person reacts twice as strongly to all actions that they approve of. Okay. Stineos. Devoted. Loyal, devoted. Conciliatory. Unlike actions that display open-mindedness to other peoples and cultures. Will typically disagree with warmongering characters. So these two. Humble. Approves when you show awareness of your shortcomings. Will typically disagree with arrogant characters. Sexist. Dislikes when you treat the opposite gender as equals. Excuse me, what the fuck? Perks. Self-treatment. Healers with this perk can heal themselves without a penalty to treatment speed. A doctor can treat laceration, puncture, trauma, and fracture injuries. Okay. And then Bestia. Honest. We had that. Arrogant. Likes it when you assert your superiority over others. Will typically disagree with humble characters. Warmongering. Values aggressive words and actions and prefers never to shy away from a fight. Will typically disagree with conciliatory characters. Yes, we know that. Recruiter. A talented recruiter will dramatically increase the chance of new recruits matching the levels of skill of the legatus. What do you mean too real? What do you mean too real? Skills. The skill screen is where you purchase class skills and assign those skills to your hotbar. Here you can see how many unspent skills points you have. Passive skills have a round icon, while active skills have a square icon. Active skills must be assigned to skill bar to be used during combat. One ready. Ooh, that's nice. Do we have that? No, we don't. Okay. Why negative personality traits? This is supposed to be fun and rainbows. No, it's not supposed to be fun and rainbows. This is a triage menu where you can treat injured Praetorians to prevent their untimely demise. You do not have any yeah, okay, fair. Inventory. All unequipped items currently in your possession show up here. Use the buttons to filter. Equipped slots. Fair. Can we read this? No, we can't. Why do we still have the sword? Anyways, let's talk to guys.
Solway, I see you've successfully retrieved my journal. May I ask how you managed it?
Yeah, everything has a price. In this case, the price was 300 denarii.
You paid out of your own pocket. I don't know what to say. Thank you. I'm literally in your debt.
Indeed you are.
Let no one ever say Gaius Julius Caesar owes money. Here, take it.
Thank you.
One last question before we're done. Did you read my journal?
I mean, I didn't read it. We didn't read it. Agrippa told us stuff from the book, but we didn't read it. Of course not. Your request was quite clear. Though we have recently met, I think of you as a friend, and something as valuable as friendship is not worth fleeting satisfaction of one's curiosity. We didn't read it. We didn't read it. Game? We didn't read it.
Thank you for your discretion. I assure you I feel the same way.
Very good. You better. You better. Okay, let's leave. Where is... There's the smith.
What are you doing walking around with weapons like that, girl?
The same thing all these other legionary are doing. Dressing up to confuse old man. Yes, no.
The only thing that confuses me is where you got hold of weapons that seem to be older than you are. Help yourself to any of the gear on the racks. Take all of it if you need it.
Jules. Come on, Jules. Come on. If I need something special, can I commission you to smith it
I
for
have
me?
enough work on my hands right now supplying the consul's centuriones.
Okay. Do you sell materials for
You'll
something?
have to bring your own materials if you want any work done. I've nothing to spare.
Okay. Interactive objects. To see which objects you can interact with, press left alt. I did that already. Click on the equipment on the table to collect the contents or dismantle it for salvage. Salvage is used to craft new equipment. Okay, what's this? Armor 0. Movement -1. All resistance is 2%. Okay, sure. Let's just take everything. You received a piece of equipment, but you must assign it to a character before you can use it. Click here. Yeah. Party management. Equipable. Less movement. Okay, this. Item skills. When you equip a weapon, you gain access to its skills. You can hover over an item to see what skills it will give you to access it, if any. Item skills. Each character can carry 2 sets of weapons and can freely swap between them in combat. Press Q to select which weapons are your current set. Only the skills from your current set will be shown in the skill bar. Okay, no, wait. No. Stop. What? Ah, there we go. Okay, I'm stopping. I promise. That's it. Alright, let's leave.
The pirates are getting bolder. They attacked another one of our galleys this morning.
Geminus tell you too?